longer at 0.0. Oh no. Stars might as well be there at the moment. I'm no longer 0.0. I wonder if they could hear on this when they hear this video. I know. It's kind of cool, really. The dew bottles piled high. Yeah, it was somebody's song, huh? And all you do is think, yeah, the bottles piled high. Yeah, I was able to switch that around. I couldn't do that. While I'm recording, I should be able to switch that around if I wanted to. Why don't you let me do that? Keith, now, cue. And I'd have to dare turn it around on me and record. Then I couldn't see what it looked like. It could be totally horrific. Totally horrific. So that way, there is no way you could see me. Ha ha ha. I wonder if that'll record like that. I'll find out. I'm not a recording engineer. Just a designer. So, the only reason I turned that on was I had some things, we'll call it Saturday Night Live skit. 0.0. Click. Click, 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 click. All I hear is clicking noises. Clicking noises. So this is my Saturday Night Live skit, maybe somewhere in the middle. There'll be something funny. I had some things I wanted to say to French people. Yeah, I did. I'd said a bunch of stuff to French people already. And I went on, and I didn't record it. So at least for my own posterity and my own laughter at myself, because isn't that all there is, people? Laughter at yourself. And for my own posterity and for my relieving of the pressure I've always felt in my soul due to French people and their superiority over culture itself, nigh on even time and space. French people. Your natural superiority, yes. You do wear it so well, French people, though. You do. You can be far more snotty to everybody. You should. You probably could. You've probably earned that as French people. But, you know, thank you for being so nice to the rest of us French people. But I did have some things to say to the French people because they're just so damn superior to the rest of us, aren't they? As French people. Just by the being French people. I don't know why. So it was something I wanted to explore in time and space. Why French people is so superior anyway. And to be honest, French people, it kind of is. So it was an exploration of why people are jealous of other people. And so, on a level of really French people, one of the reason I turned on anything at all to record nothing, because, well, you didn't even, instead you turned on a button, did you? Recorded anything at all, so never mind. Just some guy standing here, not down, denigrate myself just for you people beautifully. You love that like that. So French people, there was a study going on about why people are jealous of people that are superior to them, or why they would even view the superiority over themselves. It also has to do with one day, you understand my research is kind of complex, intricate, and involved, and at some point during a period of many, many hours, you might start to get the drift of what I'm talking about. Right now, it'll be totally impossible, of course, to understand the drift of what I'm going to talk about to you, French people. This is a Saturday Night Live skit. I'm just rehearsing, maybe it'll be good enough for Americans and Saturday Night Live, even if it's just not what I've done, but as a premise, idea, storyline, design of a funny moment, French people. That maybe Saturday Night Live at some point in their illustrious concept design department that they produce funny stuff for the world. Saturday Night Live produces just top of the line funny stuff for the world. So, maybe one day my idea set and idea line could possibly be included in the illustrious concept design of a skit that could be produced not just by me, but maybe by all of them. At the storyline, I suggest, as it pertains to knowledge gained and or lost due to research and understanding of jealousy of superior people, such as the French people, of course. Because the French people. So why, all the rest of us, do you hate French people? Why? I don't know why. Here was the point, French people. I don't care why. I don't care why we hate French people. I just want to hurt you, French people, due to your natural superiority. And is it jealousy on my part? That's what I'm going to explore with this moment of creativity, French people. Is it jealousy on my part? Is it my own flaw why I would hate superior French people? Why I would feel, and here's the point of it all, I would feel nervous performing in front of real French people. Is there a real reason behind why you're nervous in front of real French people? And I wanted to explore those reasons, and I had some ways to work out my anger against French people. And I was going to run that by them. I had anger management strategy where I needed to manage to get more angry than I could ever be. I'm a really nice guy, French people. Really nice, wonderful, sweet, for real. That's me. And I needed to manage to actually be able to get more angry than I could ever get. And so what do I think of French people? You, of course, French people. First, I got to check my recording. I flipped around like third. Let's see if it's even recording. I don't know. Is that still recording? If it's not, then your French people would have already won. It's the French people. And I wouldn't expect that. Or I would expect that, You already would have won just going in because you're French people. You have a natural superiority, French people, somehow. I don't know. Where did you get that, French people? As well, some of the questions we'll answer in this episode of Nobody's Searching for Nothing from Nowhere to Nobody. But I did have some exciting things that I already talked about, French people, that I want to get down on video. So this is not actually what I'm trying to talk to you about, French people. Oh, no. I talked about some things earlier that I just have to say on record, French people, to you in my Saturday Night Live skit episode. Because, I made the mistake, French people. I went with some nice people. I sat down in a little room. They wanted me to play act with my voice. They were nice people. I like those people. Funny as... He's just like funny, nice people. It's just anyway, never mind. So I made the mistake of sitting in there, and they recorded. Then that made me think, of course. Sometimes, when I think, French people. So they made me think about something, French people. And so the process of thinking, I said some things to you, French people, really, in a moment of anger and total boredom, living like shit in hell. That I wanted to record for posterity, so just in case, French people, you wondered, where all that was coming from. I tried to explain it on more of a, at least third or fourth layer infrastructure development versus just, the obvious general first layer infrastructure, general development guidance of the thoughts and ideas in that direction, so you totally understand at a nice, easy, general level what I was talking about. And you know what? I kind of went beyond that now, French people. And I've got a little bit more down where I'm going to explain a couple things in detail. So I'm going to try to record some of the earlier concepts of my complete anger and utter denial of superiority of French people. Because I'm really trying to say, you know what, French people, maybe, here's my admittance to you, French people, maybe you people deserve to laugh at everybody. Maybe that's true. Maybe you're validated. Maybe you should laugh at Americans. I don't know, French people. You have a natural superiority, so I could kind of see that already. And I wanted to share with you, unfortunately, I got angry, French people. And I wanted to share with you ways I wanted to hurt you, French people. Because I didn't want it to be a surprise. I'm the kind of guy, I don't want anything to be a surprise. It's like no surprises, really. Because that's the way it works best, you know what I mean? There's no shock value that way. It's just like, so I had some ideas, French people, because I wanted to hurt you, French people. My way, of course, Gary's way. Don't even say my name, French people, because, I'll take credit for it. I will, the way I want to hurt you very specifically because you are superior French people. And so I was going to record that, and I guess I got to do that now. About the specifics of how I think I'll feel better if I could hurt French people this way. And so here we go, French people. Okay, I got to sit down first, okay, because I just turned that on. It's my first time, and now I got to sit down. So, you have to give me a moment here. I'm probably going to have to smoke, French people, okay? I'm gonna go smoke. So get ready, French people, because here it comes. First, French people, I gotta roll a cigarette. Understand how that is, French people. Hopefully, French people can understand how it is, because they have a natural superiority. So they can understand why I said it's time to sit down. And I got nothing better to do. And yeah. We'll talk about where I am later, French people. First, French people. First things first, French people. I gotta roll a cigarette, so just... Okay, French people. About it. Wait, French people. Just warning you, Frenchie. Warning you, Frenchie, because now it's time for the little kitty gloves to come off, Frenchie. I said earlier, off the record, that I wanted to put on the record, French. How I wanted to hurt French people. Let me tell you a little bit of how I want to hurt French people. There is only one way, French people, to engage with your mortal foe, isn't it, French people? The one way to engage with your mortal foe, French people, is by using MIME. French people. It's MIME, French people, that is so devastating to your foe. And to take out my anger and frustration upon you, French people, because of your MIME technique of complete superiority over other cultures in time and space with MIME technique. Because you were able to dominate the world with MIME, French people. I wanted to take out some of my anger upon you. So here's what I propose, French people. With engagement of MIME with their mortal foe. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi. MIME. I want to hurt French people, and this is how I propose to hurt French people. My way, of course. My slightly out of phase Tai Chi. My way. My way. Versus MIME. Frenchie's way. And the outcome will determine cultural dominance of the world as you understand it, French people. For cultural superiority. And to laugh, you can laugh at all those people lesser than you. For the laugh, French people, for the laugh of it. For the laugh of it all. The death of your mortal foe. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi. A mime, your foe, your mortal enemy. Admit it, mime. Admit it, Frenchie mime. Your mortal foe. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi done my way. I learned it from shh. Super secret. So I can't divulge where I learned slightly out of phase Tai Chi from. Mime. But you have to admit, mime, that's your mortal enemy. That's your mortal foe. You're mime. Admit it, French. Admit it. To yourselves in the world. If you dare, Frenchie. If you dare. Ponder that for a moment, French, while I smoke my cigarette. Coming for you, French. I'm coming for you, Frenchie. And this is how I propose, French. We engage in mortal combat. So, Gary there, due to excessive boredom, they were like, in hell, but that's its own, wow, that's, whew. That's going to shred the universe, Frenchie, so we don't have time for that. We got time to talk about you, though, French. And mime. My mortal foe. Slightly out of phase. Tai Chi. French. So I don't know, French. Just warning you. I'm the kind of guy that likes to warn people clearly, specifically. Designed just like that, French. Oh, it'll be clearly adhered to, those rules of the truth with no trickery on my side. Because, French, I'm like that. I'm just that, French. I don't know what the rest of y'all, y'all could be whatever. Doesn't matter, you're horrible people, because, you could be that if you want, but that's what I'm like, French. It'll be clearly designed, clearly laid out, clearly specified. Be adhered to just like that. Did I say it like that? Then that's what I was talking about, just like that. To be clear, French, before we engage in mortal combat between slightly out of phase Tai Chi, French, and their mortal foe, mime, Frenchy style. And I wanted you to think about that, French, because I proposed how to hurt you, because I like to spell it out clearly and specifically, French. So clearly and specifically spelled out, French, this is how I propose to hurt mime, Frenchy, with slightly out of phase Tai Chi. So I guess the best way to tell you is to demonstrate, isn't it, French? Why not just go right to actual demonstration? Why tell you about it, huh, French? You're superior, you can take that. I don't need to explain lots of things to the French people. So let me demonstrate. All I have is a fiver. First, French, I'm gonna have to say, well, I guess I'll just have to pretend this is a $500 bill, French. Dirty money, French. Dirty American $500 bill, French. This is how I propose to hurt you, French. It'll give my soul endless satisfaction if I could hurt Frenchie this way. And I understand, French, about you. I learned from Super Secret Masters, French. What kryptonite, French, to mime truly is. I learned, French. So I'm gonna tell you, when I'm coming at you, French, I'm coming at you with mime kryptonite. And this is what it is, French. So you can be afeared now. So you have to pretend this is a $500 American bill. And this is how it gets you. I'll even tell you so you can prepare a defense of which there is no defense you could ever prepare, mime. No defense possible to this technique I learned from masters and a bubblegum wrapper in the cover of Bazooka Joe. Okay, super secret. It's a $500 American bill, French. I'm gonna get it dirty, French. Dirty! It's gonna be dirty money, French. Watch how I dirty it for you. That's enough. Too much could shred the fabric of time and space, French. Yours, French. Your mime. Your superiority over civilization itself with mime, French. So now it's time to hurt you, mime. With slightly out of phase Tai Chi. Here it comes, mime. Here it comes. It's a $500 bill, and I got it dirty. It's dirty money now, French. Mime. Here it comes. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi. You gotta wait for it, mime. But what else do you got to do? Just sit over there and do some mime or something. Show your superiority. Come at me, mime. I'm coming at you, mime. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi. And dirty money, mime. Dirty, dirty money. It will hurt you, mime. It will mortally wound you to your soul. When I hurl my dirty money at you, mime. This is how I hurt you, mime. This is exactly and specifically adhered to just like that, mime. I will hurt you. As I hurl dirty $500 bills at you, mime. American money, of course. It's coming, mime. You gotta wait for it. It's slightly out of phase Tai Chi. You cannot win against slightly out of phase Tai Chi, mime. Get down on your knees now, mime. Admit your defeat to slightly out of phase Tai Chi, mime. While I'm hurting you. While I hurl dirty money at you, mime. It will mortally wound your ability to do something. I figured that out. It will hurt you, though. That Bazooka Joe gum wrapper in the gutter just told me it will totally slay mime and their superiority over civilization. So I said Bazooka Joe bubblegum wrapper that blew to me in the wind just landed by my feet like that. Look. I looked up and when I looked down, it wasn't none of that. So I said, oh, Carter said, shut up and pick up the fucking wrapper and look at it, stupid. So I did. And it said, this is how you dominate mime once and for all in time and space. And I said, it couldn't have found a better person, mime. I had been practicing slightly out of phase Tai Chi for years to hurt mime. But I hadn't found the kryptonite yet. And then at that moment, mime, it came to me. like a bazooka Joe gum wrapper blown to my feet in a gutter. Kryptonite for mime. Here comes my whiteboard. It's out-of-phase Tai Chi, okay? This is fast. This is fast. I'm angry now, mime. I'm angry. I'm really angry at superiority of mime. The denigration out-of-phase Tai Chi has suffered for years because of them. And now, mime, it is time for revenge. My way, of course, Gary's way, specifically designed, clearly laid out, just like that, because I don't like any confusion, mime. And you're so confusing, mime. You're so confusing, mime. Face it. How confusing mime really is. To the soul, mime. You're confusing. We'll talk about French pastry later, mime. Here comes mime. Get ready. Brace yourself, mime. Brace yourself. I'm almost there. Mime. While you're standing there, just one foot in front of me, doing your mime thing like this, you know what I mean? Your little arms swing back and forth like that. It's so confusing to how to face that. I'll even tell you my Achilles heel, mime. I'm bad that way. Your arms, you just do that with your arms like that. It's just like, and you do that little thing over your heart, and just like, oh, then lay your head to the side and just go, woo, like that. It's just like, it's confused. Oh, I broke form. Oh, they're going to win now. I'll have to use extra $500 bills. You'll stand there for a while. What you, mime? I'm going to hurl a few more $500 bills. I don't think this is going to do it. I broke phase, mime. I broke phase. Oh, God, I broke training. I've got to phase Tai Chi, mime. And it's in the moment. Of course, I was facing French natural superiority. So, of course, don't wonder why I cracked, mime. He was swinging your arms like that. It was just, the heart thing, and then the head thing. Oh, you cracked me, mime. So here it comes. That's it. I can think of it's a $500 American bill, and I'm going to hurt you now. This is how I propose to hurt you, mime. Just like this. Exactly, specifically, just like this. And you're standing right there with your arms just swinging. And now I got to do it, mime. Here it comes. Are you ready? You're going down. That's it. I got them. I got them. I got them. I got you. I got you. Oh, the pressure's off, mime. The pressure is off, mime. Did you feel how that hurt you, mime? Did you feel the pain of that in your soul? Of course, you got to bend down and pick that up, mime. Stuff it in your pocket But wait, mime. A few more of them. I don't got any more crap. I'll find some more later, mime. Because here's my plan, my overall plan, mime. That was only a $500 bill. I'm going to hurl a few more of them at you. You'll have to pretend it's kind of a demonstration, mime. So here, this is what I really plan to do, and about how many of them. You know what? That would hurt you, mime. But here, I'm going to do it again, mime. Oh, I didn't break form this time. And this one's going to be like a dagger in that spot of yours, mime. Well, you want to laugh, mime, but you can't laugh, mime. You'd make a sound, mime. You might make a noise, mime. You might utter a word, mime. That's it for your mime soul, isn't it, mime? One word, mime. And then it's over, mime, isn't it? Admit, mime, at that word. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi wins mime once again. And here it comes again. I'm going to demonstrate again. Not enough, mime. See how you're going to win? Oh, God. Oh, they're winning over me again. Here comes another one, mime. Another! Here comes another $500 bill at you, mime. That one got you. That one got you. I plan to hurl about thousands more, mime. Thousands and thousands more $500 bills at you, mime. That is my plan, clearly specified. So I can take out my anger over French superiority. And haven't even talked about French pastry yet, mime. We'll get to that later. So, mime, that's how I propose, mime. to mortally wound the enemy of slightly out of phase Tai Chi. For overall cultural dominance of the world, MIME. No pressure, MIME. No pressure at all, MIME. You can't say a word, MIME. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi, well, no such restrictions. But you know, I move real slow. Slower than you, MIME. I move way slower than you, MIME. So I'm at a natural disadvantage, MIME. It's slightly out of phase Tai Chi. And you're MIME. Naturally superior MIME. Almost like you're created superior with new technology, new understandings, and total overall cultural griptitude of time and space, when they put together MIME and MIME philosophy to dominate the world. And you did that, MIME. You did that quite successfully, because of obviously the natural construct and the understanding and philosophy of time and space of MIME itself, of course. Of course, MIME. You're naturally superior. But now your mortal enemy has found you, MIME. And I wish to hurt you, MIME. My way, of course, my way. Which is going to be everybody's way. If you ever wanted to hurt me, you know, you have to hurt me my way, because all fair in love and war. And it's the same way. Do unto others, yeah, I'm doing to you, huh, MIME? But you ain't going to do that, MIME, so just let me hurt you, MIME. Just let me hurt you while you stand there and try to defend yourself in MIME against slightly out of phase Tai Chi. You can't do it, MIME. You're going down this time, MIME. Endless encounters between MIME and slightly out of phase Tai Chi throughout time have ended in disaster. For slightly out of phase Tai Chi, you can understand why. Or you break training, or we're distracted. We're not focused like MIME. We have a natural disadvantage to cultural superiority from where we're from. Hang our heads in shame every once in a while, MIME, just because of how we gotta live, MIME, our people. But we're going against you anyway, MIME. And your cultural superiority as MIME. So that's how I propose, MIME. I'm gonna hurt you. Specifically stated. Just like that. Any way other than that would not be my way, clearly stated. Be somebody else doing that, and then I don't authorize that. My way, though, MIME. My way. One of these days, I'm coming for you, Finchy MIME. One of these days. One of these days. Pardon me, MIME. Finchy. The culture of French, from where French people live, where the French people live. French people live. MIME, where the home of MIME is. And the culture of superiority. Naturally, just I don't know how they got that, but they are that. And it really sucks for the rest of us. But how? Oh, here's the point, MIME. I gotta make this point before I go, MIME. This is how, MIME, the rest of the world is gonna take out their anger on French people. They're going to use slightly out of phase Tai Chi, and the whole world, MIME, is going to take out their anger to French people by using slightly out of phase Tai Chi. My way, though. That's my way. Lord, there's problems against French people. It's the only way I'd authorize. I want to vote it We the People. Just We the People say yes, we authorize it. Now that is the way to take out the worldwide anger problem on French people. Gary's way there, of course. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi versus MIME, once and for all, for cultural domination of the world. of something other. We'll determine that later. MIME. It comes to the void, we the people, of course. Disclaimer. A whole lot of legal right down there at that point. A MIME. But the rest of it's still on MIME. Despite the legal disclaimers. MIME. Coming for you, MIME. My way one day. And this is how the world, by using me, MIME, because they're gonna use me, MIME, to take out their frustrations and their anger. I don't know, I was gonna propose that to them, see if they like it through a Saturday Night Live skit, then maybe I'll get off 0.0, huh? And then I'm coming for you, MIME. I need billions and billions of $500 bills, MIME. And I'm in the process of raising them. Billion! I could use a billion $500 bills on MIME. And then I've got enough kryptonite to take down MIME once and for all. While the world uses Gary there and his idea in Saturday Night Live, of course, to take out their frustrations once and for all on French people. For all they've done to the world as French people. Hey, French people, what'd you do to the world? All that flaky pastry. This is my perception of what you've done to us French. Forget what everyone else's perception of what you've done to them French is. We're talking about my perception, French people, of what you've done to our culture. Light, flaky pastry? French people? Really? That's delicious and good, French people. How can we resist, French people? I say that's damage enough for Tai Chi, slightly out of phase, of course, to go head-to-head with MIME, my way, for cultural domination, French people. Of at least something. We'll determine that later with the vote of we the people. Maybe it's this dew bottle, I don't know. It could be something like that. It could be cultural domination of the world. Because the world understands what culture is based on. MIME's natural superiority of explaining time and space to people. By using MIME, of course. Because, you know, MIME is like MIME, huh, French people? Good luck discovering kryptonite, French people. To slightly out of phase Tai Chi. Good luck. I'm in the process of raising, well, it is. I need $1 billion $500 bill, dirty kryptonite bills to hurl at my mortal foe. To hurt them. And so there it is, clearly specified with no questions, MIME. And I expect the world to take out their hatred against France once and for all in time and space because of all they've done to them. By using slightly out of phase Tai Chi, Gary's way, versus MIME. We'll settle it once and for all, world. Once and for all, world. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi's ready this time. Sure, we've failed endless times in the past. But what does that mean about anything now, huh? World. Slightly out of phase Tai Chi now. That was then, world. And they're always MIME. Have a natural edge, sure. But we can do it this time. Can't we, people? So here we come, MIME. I'm coming for you, MIME. It's just my warning. I felt obligated to record. I talked of it earlier, but didn't record, so I felt obligated, MIME, to explain myself and my own feelings to MIME, because I can't do MIME. I can only do slightly out of phase Tai Chi. And it made me feel culturally inferior, giving me a natural aggression back at you, MIME. I hope you can understand, psychologically speaking, MIME. And this is how I propose to hurt you, Mime, and work out my anger and frustrations, because really I'm a nice guy and I couldn't get angry doing nothing. So I had to work on anger management, Mime. I had to manage to be able to get angry. Before my nation fell apart somehow due to traitorism on this side and how I got to live. That's its own story, Mime. Has nothing to do between me and you, Mime. So remember, Mime, I'm coming for you. And you're gonna come for me, Mime. My way, of course. After I hurt you, my way. By hurling dirty $500 bills at you, Mime. And watching you, Mime, in your mime way, reach down and pick up all that dirty money, stick it into your pocket, and then just kind of mime yourself away out of sight. In admittance, Mime, slightly out of phase Tai Chi has dominated you, Mime, once and for all. Warning said, warning stated. Enough said, Mime. I'm coming for you, Mime, but you're gonna be coming for me, Mime. My way. If I get my way, of course. So goodbye, Mime. I'll see you later. Gotta go.